Okay guys, I am back and I had intended on filming this video last week before I left for the weekend, but it did not happen, so it's gonna happen now. Okay, so I think I told you in the last video that I had some like steampunk papers that I wanted to use, which we did make some out of the 8x8 I had, but I've got some 12x12s, and I think, let me see if I can find like a watermark or something. I think this might be graphic 45. I don't know. It might be. Let's see. Nope, I think it's Stamperia. I was wrong. Not all of these are Stamperia. Some of the ones that I pulled are probably graphic 45, but I think the ones we're going to use today is the Stamperia paper. I don't know where you can buy this particular one anymore, but this is like its little barcode. There's its SKU number. I got mine at my local brick and mortar store like probably 2 years ago. So yeah, that's all I can tell you. And since these are together, I would assume that that's the same thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the pockets that I was telling you about before, that Diane H. had in a book she ordered from Russia, I believe it was. But again, it was like 2 years ago. Sorry, what I'm doing is just kind of picking off that plastic there. We'll probably have to just trim that off. So anyhow, I haven't made these in a long time, so you have to just bear with me a little bit here. And some of it's going to unfortunately be off camera, I bet. So I'm just going to trim that little piece off. Okay. All right. So from what I can remember, I did 10 inches across. Okay. Oops. Sorry, I'm still a little shaky, still getting regulated, you know? Okay, so I did 10 inches across because folded in half, our papers are right? Because it's 8.5 by 11. So folded in half is 5.5. So if I go 10 inches folded in half, that's 5. Okay, and then I usually go about 4 inches. So 10 by 4. And actually, yeah, or did I do 3? Let's do 4 for this time. I don't really remember now. Like I said, it's been so many years. Okay, so let's go ahead and trim out all of our papers that we pulled. Go ahead and, since that one's still got its little sticky on the side, we'll just do it over here and cut that off. And then we'll do 4 again here. And you don't have to make it out of different papers. If you want it all the same for yours, that's perfectly fine. Just do one sheet. And then, you know, do one sheet and then cut 4-inch pieces out of it. Okay. Set those aside, get this out of the way. Okay, and then I'll probably need the small trimmer again. I don't know that I need that right this second. Okay, so we have our 4-inch by 10-inch. So we want to fold it, but we're going to fold it diagonally like this, okay? So corner to corner, okay? Like so. So that when it goes in to our journal, let me find a folded piece of paper here. I know I have some. There it is. Okay, so pretend that's your thing here. So when you put it in, it's kind of skewed and cockeyed, okay? And when it comes to sewing in the signature, I'll show you how to make sure, because you don't want to obviously go up too high because then it'll hang off. So we'll make sure we center those pretty well. Okay, so I'm going to do that to all 3 pieces, okay? Like corner to corner sideways. Like this. Okay, now we have quite a few decisions to make here. Now we can put a pocket exactly like this and have like a side tuck, or we can do like a pocket like this, and then when we put it in, like so, then if we put a straight up and down, then we, you know what I mean? Like you would have, let's see, where's a scrap that we can use? Here's one. So, you know, your pocket to where your tags sit like this, or we can do it cockeyed like this, or we can make like a side tuck pocket here. You can put a pocket on each side. Really doesn't matter. It's kind of up to what you think you want it to look like. But I think for now, I am going to make a couple of vellum pockets for the outside pieces, and I'm going to leave the inside. Most of these can be journaled on the inside, so I'm gonna, all my pockets are gonna be out, if that makes sense, because you can write on this, and maybe we'll put we could put that in the middle signature, and then both sides can have tags on it. So on the outsides for now, I'm gonna put the vellum. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of just put my glue on this, but we're gonna go ahead and do our stencil on these pieces. So I had another great weekend of just kind of being on my own. Didn't do much. Just mostly watched like Netflix. That's pretty much how exciting your girl is. Was able to do a lot of journaling, which helped immensely. So yeah, every day, right? Every day puts you closer to healing, right? Okay. I don't know if my trimmer will actually do just vellum. No. Nope, so I'll have to take the scissors in there. I hope everybody's weekend was good. I don't know if I just don't remember now if I asked that or not. Okay, now I'm going to measure up here kind of where I think the glue needs to be, and I'm not going to be overly worried about this corner yet. I'll just trim it off once I get the glue in, okay? And since it's been last week since I used the glue, we might be a little clogged. Why, yes we are. Happens, doesn't it? I did actually watch a couple of movies that I think you guys would totally dig. If you haven't watched it yet, there's a movie called The Healer. Kind of starts out kind of slow, and I wasn't sure about it to begin with, but then it really got good. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was one of the better movies I watched over the weekend. Okay. And then I'm just going to go in there and trim that little corner off there, like that. So then we have kind of a cockeyed pocket. Okay. Do the same thing on this other side. And that way we're also using up a lot of the vellum we cut. Actually, see, we won't even have to cut any of that one off. And since it's kind of steampunk industrial, then we don't really have to worry about everything being completely straight, or, you know what I mean? It can be a little bit more haphazard. Or like the pockets don't have to all be the same, which they don't in any journal, but those of you that are have left brain tendencies too know exactly what I'm talking about, because sometimes it's hard to make things not symmetrical, if that makes any sense. I have issues with that. I don't know if anybody else does, but I sure do. Okay, and I think I'll grab a little piece of paper here. That might help me make my pocket piece there. That's what I did with the other ones, and it seemed to work, so. Okay. So yeah, this Healer movie was really good. It was about a guy who was kind of living like a playboy life, and because his mom and dad and his brother died at different points in his life, and so his uncle comes to rescue him, or not rescue him, but basically gave him choices like, you know, you're embarrassing the family, blah 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 blah. And of course he didn't know who this uncle was beforehand, which made it kind of fun, I guess. So he sends him over to Canada, to like the family estate, but he has to stay there a year. Well, it turns out that he's like a healer, and he didn't believe that he had those powers. And then he turns the powers down, but it turns out he didn't get rid of the power. I don't know. It was kind of a bizarre movie enough. I mean, good, but bizarre. And I'll have to go back and watch it to remember all of it, because I was pretty tired when we did it, or when I was watching it. But all right, so there's our wonky pockets for this one. Okay. And then let's see. We decided that this one can be written on that side, so we're not gonna do anything there. So what if we make this one a side loading, and we can put a card in there, but we're gonna have to take off quite a bit. So let's just see. Let's make this simple on our brains. I'll just mark it, and then we'll trim it off. And oh, there it is, right in front of my face. I was like, I don't know where my little trimmer is. Well, it turns out if you open your eyes, okay. Ooh, whoops. Trimming off stuff I didn't mean to. Okay, bring this other piece in to trim off. Right. Looks like I'll need to trim off a little bit off the edge, but we'll do that once we've kind of taken this down. I probably should have inked it first, but that's all right. All right. So it looks like we could do a little bit of green on this one. So let's try green instead of the black. See what we get there. So yeah, all the way around it was a pretty decent weekend. Missed my babies, but now that they're older, I think they kind of understand. Okay. Okay, now let's see what we can do on this side. Let's see what we've got left here. Do another side pocket, but it'll be a short side, which is okay, right? We got Grace's choir concert tonight, so I might have to pause it here in a minute to go tell her goodbye, because she's got to leave early because, you know, set up and everything. It's outside. And as of a few minutes ago, she's out of quarantine, so yep, she never had any symptoms or anything, so it's all good. Oh, I don't think I inked the other one, but oh well. We'll ink around it here in a minute. Or maybe we won't. We'll wait till later. I'll probably have to trim this one down too. This one's going to be a fun journal to decorate. I am looking forward to that one. All right, let's go ahead and ink around this one. Okay, there's that one. And like I said, we'll make little cards that go in sideways like this, okay, on both pockets, like so. Maybe not just like that, but you know what I mean. Okay, and let's do this third one here, and then I will let you go for the day. I think we'll use black on these pockets maybe, or let's maybe use some of the other scrap instead of vellum. Let's make this one a little bit different. Okay. We've got lots of scraps here, so let's see. So that one is almost exactly right? Okay. Let's trim it down just a skosh. Okay, now hold on. I'm thinking here, and it hurt if you couldn't tell already. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and ink, because we're gonna build like a stacker type pocket. Okay, so I'll do that, and then I'm just kind of haphazardly doing this. There's not really a rhyme or reason to it, per se. Then I think how wide is that? 2 inch by 2 inch. That's what we'll do. And then I'm going to cut that one in diagonally. Like so. This one here. Okay. Okay, let's glue these down. Okay, so that will be this pocket. So when it's sitting in there, it'll have side tuck, pocket, and pocket. Cool, huh? Okay. So then on the inside, let's see what else we got. Okay, hold on. I just dropped a bunch of stuff. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry, I dropped all of this over on the floor and couldn't reach it, so. All right, so then I think I have an idea. It's gonna require my whale tail punch. Again, I have no idea how this is going to work, so it could be a total bust. I don't know. Just trying to think out of the side of the box a little bit. Since steampunk and industrial are kind of like out of the box anyways, you know? Okay, so I'm gluing this whole piece down. No, I'm not. Oh, it's almost a bad accident. All right, Jamie, you're not doing your job. You said the next video was your, or at least I think your comment said that. I could be wrong. Sorry if I am. About watching me. Okay, so we have a flap holder here. Okay, now this little clock paper. So I want to do it this direction. Okay, so you can't have it wider than this. Okay, can't even tell that mark. That pen's kind of, I don't want to say junk, but I mean, unfortunately it is. So I'll go inside that a little bit. Okay. And apparently I have a problem with remembering to keep my papers to the left now. Interesting, huh? Okay. Then, okay, that'll work. But now I need to figure out, let's do, I'm going to do a 1/2 inch score. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to want to take it down about here, I bet. Okay. Now I'm just guessing, so, oh, there it is. I was like, where did I put that little one? If I totally mess it up, well then, I guess we just start over, right? Glue. Okay. Okay, no worries. We'll just, since it's glued and there's just a little bit of tab, we'll take off, we say about 1/4 inch. Or nope, probably a little bit more. See, that's try that. Yep, that'll work. It's a little shorter, but that's okay. It'll still work. We'll still keep it closed. Okay, so I'm gonna flip that open just to make sure I get the back side, but you get the gist, right? And then you can flip it up and then you can write on it like so, up here. So it becomes kind of a super secret writing spot. Okay. All right, so then let's see, what do we got here? Ink and think, ink and think. Oh, I got it. Okay. Let's take this off. And okay. I haven't made one of these pockets in a really long time either. I mean, I've made similar pockets, but not quite like this. Oh, snap. That wasn't, that was so not what we wanted. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, that'll work. Now I'm going to put this piece on first, because then I'll put the little divot in, or thumb hole, I guess. I'll put it down just a little. Like that. All right, and then we'll do 3 sides here. Okay, so then how that pocket works, I'm sure you figured it out. Right here is a pocket, like a side tuck, and then an upper tuck like that, okay? Okay, and then we have one more here, and then I'm gonna ink and I'll let you go. We've had the clocks. What else do we have? We've had the words. Oh, you know what? Maybe we'll keep this simple, because it'll almost be like one of the bouquet type ones, and I think I'll use the lined side to this one. Okay, maybe we'll see which one works best. Okay, so my thought was, and I might have to trim it down a little bit more. So no, okay, so when it's sitting in the journal, it's going to be sitting like this. So then you can write here, and then it's still going to be almost upright, okay? So simple, yet very cool. Right? Yeah, let's put this side down so it can be written on there. And then, like I said before, when we get to the journal, then I'll know better what like what laces and that sort of thing we're gonna do. I think I'm gonna use a lot of white lace in this one, less vintage, more white. And I have a couple ideas for some pockets, or not pockets. Oh, lace pockets is I've been kind of collecting some laces that I think will look really cool with this. Okay, just gonna throw on a little bit of ink here and there because it's already pretty grungy. I just want the corners to be, or the edges not to be white. Okay, perfect. All right, let's take a look at what we've done, and then I will let you go for the day. And we will just see you back here tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then the next day. Okay, so then we have this one here. So we just built all these together, right? Flip up here. Okay. And that'll sit like that in the journal. Okay. And then this one here, we left this because it can be written on. Okay. And then this one with the vellum pockets too. All right, cool. Thank you guys for joining me, and I hope you enjoyed those crazy little pocket things, and we will just talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.